Hello students, this is Sujatag coming with our channel class 10 NCERT SSC Maths with Sujata G. Now let us see. Students, we know that we can find out the algebraic methods. We can find out the pair of linear equations by algebraic methods. So now students, the graphical method is not convenient in cases when the point representing the solutions of linear equations has non-integral coordinates. Okay, so we can say that there is a drawbacks of the graphical methods, and so this graphical method is not applicable for each and every equation. A pair of linear equation into variable. So suppose that is the like root 3 to root 7 minus 1.75 3.3 4 upon 13 and 1 upon 19. So there is every possibility of making mistakes while reading such a coordinates, and so that's why this method is not really convenient, and so there are we can say that there are other alternative method of finding the solutions. Okay, so which are these alternative methods of finding the solutions? So there are the several algebraic methods, and which we can discuss now, and in which that the first one is the substitution method. Okay, the algebraic method to solve a pair of linear equation is substitution method. Okay, so substitution. So here we shall explain the method of substitution by taking some examples here. So let us take the first example here. Solve following pair of equations by substitution method. 7x minus 15y is equal to 2, call it as first equation, and x plus 2y is equal to 3 as the second equation. And while solving these two equations, we take out step by step. Also we learn the step how these equation solve. So let us see the step 1. That means we pick either of the equations and write one variable in terms of the other. Okay. So now here let us consider the equation second. That second equation, x plus 2y is equal to 3. Now here this is the substitution method. That means observe the two equations carefully, and in which equation you see that the variable having only one coefficient, So see here the first equation. Here in this x the coefficient is 7, not equal to 1. Here y having the coefficient minus 15. Okay, but here in the second equation the coefficient of x is 1. The coefficient of x is 1. So that means we choose this second equation for the substitution purpose. So here write down this second equation, x plus 2y is equal to 3. Then we change out that x is equal to 3 minus 2y. We convert the value of x, this equation by value of x. Then x is equal to 3 minus 2y. Then that new equation, call it as third equation. Now here we get the value of x, and this value of x substitute in the first equation. We get the value of x from the second equation, so substitute this value of x in the first equation. Now here the first equation will be 7x here So that means we write here value of x 3 minus 2y minus 15y is equal to 2. That means 7 3s are 21 minus 7 2s are 14y minus 15y is equal to 2. That means minus 14y minus 15y is equal to minus 29. And then that 2 minus 21. So this way we can say that here 21 minus 29y is equal to 2. That means minus 29y is equal to 2 minus 21. So minus 29y is equal to minus 19. Okay, so now 29y is equal to 19, then y is equal to 19 upon 29. Okay, so now we have the value of y. So here y is equal to 19 upon 29. Then from value of y, we try to find out the value of x. So here y is equal to 19 upon 29. Then we get the x is equal to 3 minus 2y. That means x is equal to 3 minus 2. Now substitute here the value of y. That is the 19 upon 29. So here 19 upon 29. And then x is equal to 3 minus 38 upon 29. Okay. So that means here that x is equal to 29 threes are. 29 threes are. That means here how much? That is 29 into 3. That means that is 87. Okay? That means, so 87 minus 38 upon 29. Okay? So this way 87 minus 38, which is equal to then 9 and here 49 upon 29. So now here we have the two values. That is the x also 49 upon 29 and the y 19 upon 29. So this way we can find out the values of a pair of linear equation by the substitution method, step by step. Okay, this way. Now to clear out this point, so here we can understand the substitution method stepwise, which steps carried out while solving the substitution method, equations of substitution method. Okay, so step 1, find the value of one variable, say y in the terms of the other variable, that is x form, and the equation whichever is convenient. Okay, step 2, substitute this value of y in the other equation and reduce it to an equation in one variable, that is in terms of x, which can be solved. Third, this way sometimes we can say, as an examples, we can get statements with no variable. If this statement is true, you can conclude that the pair of linear equations has infinitely many solutions. And if the statement is false, then the pair of linear equations is inconsistent. Okay, this way you can conclude that. Then step 3 will be substitute the value of x or y obtained in step 2 in the equation used in step 1 to obtain the value of the other variable. So these stepwise carry out the steps to solve a pair of linear equation into variable. So now here there is also a remark that very important, we have substituted the value of one variable by expressing it in terms of the other variable to solve the pair of linear equations, and that is why the method is known as the substitution method. Okay. Let us see next example. After tells his daughter, 7 years ago, I was 7 times as old as you were then. Also, 3 years from now, I shall be 3 times as old as you will be. So here, represent this situation algebraically and graphically by the method of substitution. Okay, so by the substitution method, you have to solve this example. So let us see. First, let S be the age in years of Avta. Okay, S be the age of Avta and T be the age of his daughter. So now here, in this example, there are the two conditions given. So the first condition, so by the first condition, that is 7 years ago, Avta tells his daughter for the 7 years ago. So here, the age of Avta is equal to S minus 7 and the age of his daughter is equal to T minus 7. So, S minus 7 by the condition is that 7 years ago, I was 7 times as old as you. 7 times, I was 7 times. That means I means Avta. So Avta age is S minus 7. 7 times means 7 multiply. As old as you. As old as you means the age of his daughter. So his daughter age is T minus 7. So here representation of the algebraic equation is S minus 7 is equal to 7 multiply T minus 7. Now our job is to solve it. Now S minus 7 is equal to multiply 7 each and every term by the 7 by the bracket, that is 7 T. Here multiply 7 sevens are 49. So S minus 70 is equal to 7 minus 49. So S minus 70 is equal to minus 49, 42. So called it as first equation. Okay. Now by the second condition, 3 years from now. 3 years from now means the age of Avta is equal to S plus 3. The age of his daughter is equal to T plus 3. So that means by the given condition, what is the condition? That 3 years from now, I shall be, I means Avta. So Avta age is S plus 3 is 3 times. Say that 3 times as old as you will be. So 3 times means 3 multiplied. So here 3 multiplied T plus 3, that is the age of his daughter. So simplify this equation. S plus 3 is equal to 3T plus 9. Then S minus 3T is equal to 9 minus 3. So S minus 3T is equal to 6. This is the equation which is in simple form. So called it as the second equation. Now we have the two equations. So solve it. So first see that whether which equation do not have the coefficient other than 1. So here the second equation, in this second equation, S having only one coefficient. Okay, so we choose this equation 2, then we get S is equal to 3T plus 6, and then this equation is called 3. Putting this value of S in equation 1, which is equation 1, S minus 70 is equal to minus 42. So substitute this value of S here also. First simplify this equation. S minus 70 plus 42 is equal to 0. Now here substitution of s. S is 3t plus 6 minus 70 plus 42 is equal to 0. Then remove the bracket. 3t plus 6 minus 70 plus 42 is equal to 0. Then 3t minus 70 is equal to minus 40. 6 plus 42 plus 48, which is equal to 0. Then minus 40 is equal to minus 48. That means 40 is equal to 48. And here then t is equal to, here t is equal to 48 upon 4, which is equal to 12. Okay, which is equal to 12. Okay, now we get the value of t as 12. Now putting this value of t in equation 3. Okay, which is the equation 3? S is equal to 3t plus 6. So S is equal to 3. T 12 plus 6. So 12 3 is 36. 36 plus 6, that is equal to 42. So now we have the two values, S as well as the T. So S, that means the octave, age of octave. So octave is 42 years old. And T means his daughter age. So his daughter is 12 years old. So this way we solve this example, which is in word, and by substitution method we solve it. Understood, students? Students, let us see the next example. In a shop, the cost of 2 pencils and 3 erasers is rupees 9, and the cost of 4 pencils and 6 erasers is rupees 18. Find the cost of each pencil and each eraser. So by the substitution method, we have to solve this example. So let us see. First, let the cost of one pencil be x and let the cost of one eraser be y in rupees. Okay. Now here by the first condition. In this example, there are two conditions. So by the first condition, we say that here the cost of 2 pencil means 2x. Cost of 3 erasers means 3y. So the cost of 2 pencil and 3 eraser is rupees 9. So that's why our first condition will be 2x plus 3y is equal to 9. And call this equation as first. Okay. Now the second condition. The second condition is the cost of 4 pencils and 6 eraser. Cost of 4 pencil means 4x. Cost of 6 eraser means 6y. So 4x plus 6y is equal to 80. So this way we get the second equation, call it as the second equation. Now by the substitution method, we want to solve these two equations by the substitution method. So that's why we first express the value of y in terms of y. From the equation 2x plus 3y is equal to 9, which is the first equation. So this is the first equation. We convert in the form of x. So that's why 2x is equal to 9 minus 3y. X is equal to 9 minus 3y upon 2. Okay, so call it as third equation. Now we substitute this value of x in equation 2. So which is the second equation? The second equation is 4x plus 6y is equal to 18. So now substitute the value of x here. So 4 multiply 9 minus 3y divided by 2 plus 6y is equal to 18. So now multiply this bracket by 4. So 4 9s are 36. 4 3s are 12. So 12y upon 2 plus 6y is equal to 18. So here 36 minus 12y divided by 2. Then we get 18 minus 6y. Okay. And then plus 6y, which is equal to 18. So here minus 6y plus 6y get cancelled. Then we get 18. So 18 is equal to 18. What is this? That this statement is true for all the values of y. Either here the left hand side and right hand sides are equal. 18 is equal to 18. So that means this statement is true for all the values of y. However, we do not get a specific value of y as a solution. Yes. So that's why we cannot obtain a specific value of x, and this situation has arisen because both the given equations are the same. And therefore, equations 1 and 2 have infinitely many solutions. And we cannot find the unique cost of a pencil and eraser, and because there are the many common solutions to the given situation. So here in this case we cannot find out the cost of pencil and the cost of eraser because they have the many infinitely solutions. Got this point, students? See the next example. Two rates are represented by the equations x plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0 and 2x plus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. Will the rays cross each other? Will the rays cross each other? So now here the pair of linear equations form where x plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. So call this equation first. Then 2x plus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. Call this equation as 2. Now we express x in terms of y from equation 1. So equation 1 is x plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. Okay. So here x is equal to 4 minus 2y. So call this as equation 3. Now we substitute this value of x in equation 2. So equation 1 is 2x plus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. Now substitute here in this x 4 minus 2y. So 2 multiplied 4 minus 2y plus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. So after multiplying 2 to this bracket, 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4. So 8 minus 4y plus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. So minus 4y plus 4y get cancel out. So 8 minus 12 is equal to 0. So 8 minus 12 is equal to minus 4. So minus 4 is equal to 0. So which is a false statement. The equations do not have a common solution. So here the equations do not have a common solution. So here let us see what is equations. Okay, equation equations do not have a common solution. So the two rays will not cross each other. Okay, so this way we can solve this example. Okay, so in the previous example we'll see that the statement is true, but in this example the statement is false because the left hand side and the right hand side are not equal. So this way we can say that the equation do not have a common solution.